welcome back to the Toppy Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams and we're back with the match reaction. The match reaction is from the Everton-Manchester City game yesterday that finished 3-0 to Manchester City. I'll just give you my thoughts on the game itself and then and then on the overall state of Everton Football Club. I won't go too much into specifics of players because the player reviews will be out at a later date. First things first, starting off the match, I actually thought we played really well. I thought we played well up until the first goal went in, and then afterwards we slipped, and then we played all right again, and then another goal slipped in. It's the story. It's very similar to the Newcastle story in a little bit of a way. So yeah, a typical Everton really. I thought we played really well in terms of pressing. Trying to keep Man City out, staying compact up until Gundogan scores. And it's a great goal. City really struggling to find a way in. And then knocking his philosophy a bit to one side of Guardiola's pass and move. Mahrez puts in a nice floated cross, almost like a diagonal ball into Gundogan, who takes a lovely first touch in the middle of the box. And I think the defenders are thinking he's going to turn. I thought he was going to turn. I didn't think he was going to score. I thought he's going to try and turn now. And I think the defenders were stepping off because he was going to turn, and that gave Pickford a chance to move. Everybody can get back in position if he turns. He doesn't turn. He just pokes it, almost like not an overhead kick. He just leans back and pokes it past Pickford. It catches everyone out, including Jordan Pickford, which is why it looked worse than it is for Jordan Pickford. Like, people are like, "Oh, why is he miles away?" Who saw that coming? Who saw Gundogan doing that? It was a fantastic goal to score. But yeah, so unfortunately for Jordan Pickford, he was caught out there. Mahrez, a brilliant pass. McNeil, because he's having to play defensive winger because of the lack of left back, laid off him a little bit, which allowed Mahrez a little bit more space to put in that great ball. And then this is what I mean about it. It was like the Newcastle game. It almost looked like the floodgates were going to open again. Slip of concentration, heads are down. People are kicking themselves, going, "Oh, I can't believe we've let that goal in," blah, blah, blah. Haaland goes and scores. City do really well this time, working it down the left. Gundogan drifting in the space. He was incredible, Gundogan. He clips across in. Haaland rises over Mason Holgate, who I know got some stick, but even if he tried to jump, he's not catching him. Haaland's 6'5". He was never catching him once he leaped. So yeah, he put the header past him. Gundogan absolutely turning it up. And then I didn't think we were awful for the majority of the game. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin went off at half time. I'm almost certain that it's just Dyche going, "This game's done. Let's get him off and save him." I know Dyche said there's an injury. Part of me thinks that's because you're not going to come out and go, "I threw in the towel," because people will be upset about that. And neutral football accounts were like, "If that's Dyche handing in the towel, he's a disgrace to football, blah, blah, blah." I'm going to be honest, guys. If he's thrown in the towel, gone, "Yeah, it's City, we're 2-0 down. This isn't happening. Get him off, save him for Wolves and Bournemouth." I'm all for that. I know it's not the brilliantest attitude to have, and I get why people would be irked at that. We're fighting for survival. Calvert-Lewin will be a lot more beneficial in the Wolves and Bournemouth game than having to play in a City game that we're already 2-0 down in for the second half. He's not going to, he really struggled. He didn't have a shot. He wasn't going to get more. Get him off, save him for games that we got more of a chance of winning. City are incredible. They're in that period of the year where they just turn it up a little bit more as well. Get him off, save him. I got no problems. If that was what happened, you wouldn't hear me complain about that. So yeah, and then we start the second half, and I thought things were going well for the first 6 minutes. And then again, Gundogan scores. It's a free kick, so it's unfortunate. Foden sort of gets away from James Garner, gets him down, gives away the foul. He takes it up, chips it over the Everton wall in front of Pickford sprawling, tries to reach it, but he can't get close, nestles it in. So yeah, a really, really fantastic goal from Gundogan. Really good player. I think he's not the City. City got loads of good players, but I think he's trying to push to be to sort of get his flowers at the end of the season, sort of type of thing. It must be nice to have this many players turn up. We had a lad from the City Extra on, and he said that this front three of Foden, Haaland, Mahrez is their most prolific front three. And I think Everton unfortunately saw that the hard way. Mahrez getting an assist, Haaland getting a goal, Foden won the free kick that Gundogan scored, and Gundogan was just on form as well. Then after that, we were struggling to get into the game. It's City; they're not going to give you the ball, are they? We had a bit of a good spell at one point in like the 58th minute. We get a couple of corners, sort of stuff like that. Tarkowski hits the bar from a McNeil cross from the corner. Really could have been 3-1 at that point. We did try to pressure. I will say this. I said typical Everton. Their heads went down. They did go down after that first goal, but they didn't go down completely at this point. Sean Dyche would have told them, listen, lads, I don't think we're going to win this. Try and get some goals back. Goal difference matters. Don't let yourselves get absolutely pounded here. Try and damage limitation. Maybe you can get a couple of goals back. That'd be brilliant. I think we tried with that. And I think, that went in. 3-1's not awful. Only -2 on the goal difference. But yeah, I thought, bearing in mind it's City. I thought it was tough, but it could have been a lot worse. People normally, when City come around, people are like, oh, here we go, 5-0, 5-0. Even myself included, sometimes I've been like, oh, we're going to get battered here. Because they did batter us that one time on Aguero's last game where Everton put in the testimonial performance against them. But recently, we drew with them 1-1 earlier on in the season. I mean, it would have been nicer at home to get a better result, but it was a tough game. It's City. Listen, as for my views on the wider thing, when we did the Match League predictor, which was 2 games ago now, and about a week or 2 weeks ago, I think we worked out that we needed 6 points. I think I put Brighton beat us, and I think I put City beat us, and then I think I put we beat Bournemouth, but we draw against Wolves. And in that predictor, we went down because we needed 6. With the results going our way, we needed 6 points, and we didn't get it on the predictor. Now we've got 3 points against Brighton, which nobody saw coming. All right, we lost to City, but I don't think many fans thought we weren't going to lose to City. So that's a free hit. We've got Wolves. We've got Bournemouth. I still think we need 6 points, maybe 7, just to be safe. Maybe 9. 9 would be ideal because you are fully safe then. I would prefer 9, maybe even 7. 6, I can get you safety, but I'd be very touch and go on that because... just because it's so nerve-wracking and Leicester and Leeds could end up getting some surprise results. I think Leeds beat Tottenham, on the last game of the season. I think Tottenham, like Chelsea, are on holiday mode with a substitute teacher, a supply teacher in. They're not really that fussed. I know that they've still got a chance of Europe, but I think the players looking at them, they look like they're done for the season now. So I'd love 7. Or 9, I'd love 9. 7 would be okay. 6 will do it if results go our way. But listen, guy, we weren't. If we'd beat City, the chances of staying up would have been more significant. But just because we've lost, we're not down. We're not down till we're down. We're not up till we're up. Or safe till we're safe. Nobody thought we'd get anything against Brighton. So there's 3 points that nobody expected. We've got 2 games left. It's in our hands. We're not playing City, we're playing Wolves away, which is a tough game. If we can get a point out of that, fantastic. If we get a win, brilliant, but that is a tougher game. They've got a good record at home. And we play Bournemouth at home. That's the one where it's fully in Everton's hands. The fans are going to turn up. The fans will turn up. That's no doubt about that. Bournemouth are safe. They've got nothing to play for. They are safe. They're not Man City, no disrespect to Bournemouth, because they are safe and we're not. So it'd be very hypocritical of me to say that they're rubbish, and I'm not saying that, but they're not Man City. It's a more even game in our hands. Fans will be up for the occasion. It's just down to the players and the manager to get it all right. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It doesn't change the wider thing. We still need those 3, maybe 4, maybe 4 points, maybe even 6 points through the end of the season. I think if we get 6, we're definitely safe. 4 would make me more comfortable. We can be safe with 3 if results go our way. But like I said, I've got Spurs to lose to Leeds on the final day. That's almost definitely going to happen in my opinion. But yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment down below your thoughts. Look forward to reading them. See you soon.